I am absolutely in awe of Spain and its rich history. And I feel incredibly lucky to have had the opportunity to travel and explore it and learn more about this amazing country with their warm people, great food and incredible historic places. Spain is a country steeped in rich history and culture, making it a must-visit destination for travelers. One of the most notable figures in Spain's history is Queen Isabella of Castile, whose reign marked a significant period of Spanish history. Her legacy can be seen in the many historic sites throughout the country, including the famous Alhambra Palace in Granada, the La Mezquita Mosque Cathedral in Córdoba, and the Royal Monastery of Santa Maria de Guadalupe in Extremadura. But Spain is not only about its past, as it also boasts vibrant cities, great music and shows, stunning beaches, delicious cuisine, and a warm and welcoming people. Whether you are interested in history, art, architecture, or simply soaking up the sun, Spain has something for everyone. So why not plan a trip to Spain and discover the magic of this beautiful country for yourself? Places to visit where Queen Isabella I of Castile and Aragon made history. 1. Alhambra, a palace and fortress complex located in Granada, Spain, where Isabella and her husband King Ferdinand II of Aragon received Christopher Columbus after his return from the New World. 2. La Capilla Real de Granada, the Royal Chapel of Granada, where Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand are buried. 3. Real Monasterio de Santa Maria de Guadalupe, a monastery located in Extremadura, Spain, where Isabella and Ferdinand were patrons and made frequent pilgrimages. 4. Palacio de los Reyes Católicos, a Gothic-style palace in Santiago de Compostela, Spain, which served as a hospital and hostel for pilgrims, and where Isabella and Ferdinand stayed during their pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela. 5. Real Monasterio de San Juan de la Peña, a monastery located in the Pyrenees Mountains of Spain, where Isabella and Ferdinand prayed for success in their War of Granada against the Muslim Kingdom of Granada. It is also where the famous vow was taken, in which Isabella and Ferdinand pledged to expel all non-Christians from Spain. 6. La Giralda, a bell tower located in Seville, Spain, which was once a minaret of a mosque. Isabella and Ferdinand ordered the construction of a cathedral on the site of the mosque, and the tower has become a symbol of the city. 7. Real Alcázar de Sevilla, a royal palace in Seville, Spain, which was used as a residence by Isabella and Ferdinand during their reign. It is also where Columbus was received after his first voyage to the New World. 8. Real Monasterio de Santo Domingo de Silos, a monastery located in Burgos, Spain, where Isabella and Ferdinand commissioned the translation of the Bible into Spanish, known as the Biblia de Burgos. 9. La Mezquita, a mosque cathedral located in Córdoba, Spain, which was converted into a cathedral under Isabella and Ferdinand's rule. It is a symbol of religious tolerance and coexistence in Spain. 10. La Alhambra, a historic building in Medina del Campo, Spain, where Isabella was proclaimed Queen of Castile in 1474. It is now a museum dedicated to the history of the town. 11. Real Monasterio de las Huelgas, a Cistercian monastery located in Burgos, Spain, where Isabella and Ferdinand's daughter, Joan the Mad, was buried. 12. Palacio de la Condesa de Lebrija, a palace in Seville, Spain, which belonged to a noble family during Isabella and Ferdinand's reign. It is now a museum featuring Roman mosaics and other artifacts. Great places to visit where Queen Isabella I of Castile and King Ferdinand II of Aragon left their mark. Their reign marked a significant period of Spanish history, known as the Catholic monarchs, which saw the unification of several kingdoms, the conquest of the last more kingdom in Spain, and the beginning of the Spanish Empire. Their legacy can be seen not only in the places they commissioned and visited, but also in the cultural and political changes they brought to Spain. And now a chronological order of the life of Queen Isabella of Castile and Aragon. But before, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel to receive additional videos. Who was Queen Isabella and what was her role in history? Queen Isabella of Castile was one of the most influential and powerful rulers in European history. Her most known legacy was to fund the Christopher Columbus voyage to the New World. She is also best known for her role in the Spanish Inquisition, as well as for her marriage to King Ferdinand II of Aragon, which united Spain under a single monarchy. She also played an important role in the Age of Exploration, sponsoring Christopher Columbus's voyage to the New World. Queen Isabella's legacy continues to be felt today, with her name being associated with numerous landmarks and monuments throughout Spain and Latin America. Here is the full life of Isabella I of Castile, Queen of Castile and Aragon, in chronological order. 1. Isabella arrived in the world on April 22, 1451, from Madrigal de los Altos Torres, Castile. That's what today's Spain is known as. Isabella was a princess, born to King John II of Castile and Isabella of Portugal. She's originally from a royal family. Her birthplace, Madrigal de los Altos Torres, was a small town in the province of Avila, Spain. As a child, Isabella was educated in a variety of subjects, including Latin, history, and religion. She was known for her intelligence and her strong will, which would serve her well throughout her life. Isabella's childhood was marked by political turmoil and instability. Her half-brother, King Henry IV of Castile, was a controversial figure who faced numerous challenges to his rule. After Henry's death, there was a dispute over his successor, with some factions supporting Isabella and others supporting her niece, Joanna. Isabella's claim to the throne was eventually recognized, and she was crowned Queen of Castile in 1474. As Queen, Isabella was faced with many challenges, including a civil war and ongoing conflicts with neighboring kingdoms. She was a devout Catholic and worked to promote the interests of the Church throughout her reign. 2. In 1469, she married Ferdinand II of Aragon, creating a powerful alliance between the two kingdoms. Isabella's marriage to Ferdinand II of Aragon was a significant event in Spanish history. The union between Isabella and Ferdinand brought together two of the most important kingdoms in Spain at the time, creating a powerful alliance that would shape the course of Spanish history. Their marriage was not without its challenges, however. Ferdinand's father, King John II of Aragon, initially opposed the marriage, and there were also concerns about whether the couple would be able to produce an heir. Despite these challenges, Isabella and Ferdinand were determined to make their union work and went on to have several children, including Catherine of Aragon, who would later become the first wife of King Henry VIII of England. The alliance between Castile and Aragon that was created by Isabella and Ferdinand's marriage had significant political and cultural implications. Together, they were able to unify the various regions of Spain under a single monarch, creating the foundation for the modern Spanish state. They also worked to promote the arts, literature, and architecture, which led to a cultural golden age in Spain. Isabella and Ferdinand's marriage was a pivotal moment in Spanish history, and their reign is often referred to as the Catholic monarchs period. During their joint rule, they accomplished many notable achievements, including the completion of the Reconquista, the expulsion of Jews and Moors from Spain, and the sponsorship of Christopher Columbus' exploration to the Americas. Isabella was a strong and influential queen who played an active role in the governance of her kingdom. She implemented important reforms in areas such as education, agriculture, and the justice system. She was also a patron of the arts and supported the work of Spanish artists and writers, such as Diego Velázquez and Antonio de Nebrija. Ring that bell if you liked the video. Ferdinand, on the other hand, was a skilled military commander who played a key role in the military campaigns that helped to unify Spain. He was also a savvy politician who worked to expand the reach of the Spanish monarchy through strategic marriages and alliances. Together, Isabella and Ferdinand were a formidable team who left an indelible mark on Spanish history. 3. Isabella and Ferdinand launched the Spanish Reconquista, a series of campaigns to drive Moors out of Spain. Isabella and Ferdinand's efforts to drive the Moors out of Spain were part of a larger effort known as the Reconquista, which had been ongoing for several centuries. They continued this campaign by initiating the Siege of Granada in 1482, which lasted for 10 years before the Moors were finally defeated in 1492. This victory marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain and the completion of the Reconquista. Isabella and Ferdinand's success in completing this campaign helped to secure their position as the monarchs of a united Spain and contributed to the growth of the Spanish Empire. 4. In 1478, they established the Spanish Inquisition, a brutal campaign to root out heresy and non-Catholic beliefs. Isabella and Ferdinand were known for their strong religious convictions and their desire to unify Spain under Catholicism. In 1478, they established the Spanish Inquisition, which was a court system intended to root out and punish heretics and non-Christians. The Inquisition was responsible for the persecution and expulsion of Jews and Muslims from Spain, as well as the execution of many people accused of heresy. This was a brutal period in Spanish history, and the Inquisition remained in place until the 19th century. Despite the controversy surrounding their actions, Isabella and Ferdinand were praised by many Catholics for their efforts to enforce religious unity and combat heresy. 5. In 1480, Isabella created the Santa Hermandad, a national police force to keep order in Spain. Isabella established the Santa Hermandad in response to the lawlessness and banditry that was prevalent in Spain at the time. The Santa Hermandad was a national police force made up of officers who were responsible for maintaining law and order throughout the country. The force was known for its effectiveness and was feared by criminals and bandits. The Santa Hermandad was also responsible for collecting taxes and enforcing the law in rural areas. Isabella's creation of the Santa Hermandad helped to bring stability and security to Spain, and it was an early example of a centralized, national police force. 6. In 1492, Isabella and Ferdinand funded Christopher Columbus' voyage to the New World, leading to the colonization of the Americas. One of Isabella's most significant contributions to Spain was her support for exploration and discovery. In 1492, she and Ferdinand sponsored Christopher Columbus' voyage across the Atlantic, which led to the discovery of the New World. This venture proved to be incredibly profitable for Spain, as they claimed vast amounts of territory and resources in the Americas. Isabella and Ferdinand also supported other explorers, such as Juan Ponce de Leon, who discovered Florida, and Hernán Cortés, who conquered the Aztec Empire. Isabella's support for exploration helped to establish Spain as a global superpower and paved the way for centuries of colonization and trade throughout the world. 7. Isabella oversaw a cultural golden age in Spain, supporting the arts, literature, and architecture. Isabella was a patron of the arts and played a significant role in promoting cultural development in Spain. During her reign, Spain experienced a cultural golden age, which saw the flourishing of Spanish literature, art, and architecture. Isabella was a great supporter of the arts and commissioned many works of art and buildings, including the Royal Chapel in Granada and the Alcázar of Segovia. She also supported the work of artists such as Diego Velázquez, El Greco, and Francisco de Zurbarán. In literature, Isabella was a patron of the famous Spanish poet Garcilaso de la Vega and supported the publication of the first Spanish grammar book. She also encouraged the translation of Greek and Latin texts into Spanish, which helped to spread knowledge and ideas throughout the country. Isabella's support for the arts and culture helped to establish Spain as a center of artistic and intellectual excellence. And her legacy can still be seen in the many works of art and architecture that were created during her reign. 8. In 1504, Isabella died in Medina del Campo, Castile, at the age of 53. She was buried in the Royal Chapel of Granada next to her husband Ferdinand II. After her death, Isabella was remembered as one of the most influential monarchs in Spanish history. Her reign saw the unification of Spain, the expansion of the Spanish Empire, and the establishment of Catholicism as the dominant religion in the country. Isabella was also known for her strong faith, her commitment to justice, and her support of education and the arts. Today, she is recognized as a national hero in Spain and a symbol of the country's rich cultural heritage. Please subscribe and like this video. It would be great for you to comment too. Thank you.